Starting out in the upper woods with a very fluffy little deer. It's been a warm winter, but she's not taking any chances. So much fur, it's hard to tell if it's a buck or a doe. My guess is a buck, actually, due to the dark coloration. It's spooked by the camera. The camera should be silent with no visible signs of life this time of day. No idea why the deer spooked. At night, walking away from the camera. We seem to get more walking away than walking towards at night. Looks like it could be the same deer. Is this the same deer again? This one isn't alone. Probably a different deer. It's nice clear video in the daytime though. There's another deer. Almost looks like it's by itself. We don't know for sure the first one was by itself either though. That's a bigger deer. Yeah, that's a buck. We have some good video here of deer after shed. Nice contrast. Clear. Better keep watching. These deer are going by fast. I don't know what the hurry is. There's nothing better where they're headed, unless there's more poison ivy over there. Maybe that's better. Deer running to the poison ivy to get breakfast. And here's one more. What appears to be another solitary deer. But 15 minutes later, there's lots of deer. A good video in low light with snow in the air. Deer is really checking out the camera. There is a faint glow at night when the infrared LEDs come on. You can see it. Two deer, probably bucks, getting a cold breakfast. No, actually, it's more than two deer. Nice early afternoon video. Good contrast, clear, well posed. Group of 3 is probably a doe and 2 young fawns. A deer at night doesn't stay visible for long. By now the snow is gone. It's still cold. Again, there hasn't been a lot of snow this winter. We've had a lot of days with bare ground. Makes it easier on the deer. And a flash of a red squirrel before going to the lower field. This will be nice and relaxing. If you like the fireplace loop on your television, you'll love this. They like having some holes in the snow where the grass is accessible. We were just saying in the previous video that they seem to mostly eat sticks. But here they are, out in the field eating the grass. There are still 4 deer. I wonder how many deer it would take to replace the lawnmower. The deer are not avoiding this camera, at least not during daylight hours. Note the clock is still wrong. This video was taken in February 2022. 2023, actually. This deer has been unusually light on snow. The deer like it, but most of the people who live around here would appreciate more snow. As long as there's good grass, they don't worry about the camera. They're coming closer. Right here, there is a thin spot in the brush along the stream, so they can cross the stream. That's right behind the camera. But that doesn't really indicate why they spend so much time right here. Although we are underneath the willow tree, that seems to attract them. So they had wandered north and now they're back again. If this is the same group of 4, maybe this is only 3. I think it's 4. The 4th one will come in here pretty quick, hopefully. The field didn't get baled right below the willow tree, so it's a little rougher there than the rest of the field. There's one deer right on the edge in the back there. And there's another one. So that is 4 deer. Another one right in the middle behind the other deer. So 4 deer. One deer on the right is pretty much in the brush. Probably going for the sticks in the brush. Those willow sticks that are down, they've been down for a while. But it's looking at them closely, finding something there. Going for the sticks. One of these days we're going to clean up those sticks, then the deer aren't going to like it. Gotta find a day when there's no snow before the grass grows up. Check out the camera. Deer looks healthy. Fur looks really good this time of year. It's before they start shedding the fur. That gets kind of rough. Going back to the sticks. Now there's all sorts of grass available. Instead of patches of open grass in amongst the snow, there's patches of snow in amongst the grass. Is this 3 deer or is this more? Got a doe with 2 offspring? That'd be my guess. A doe with twins. Could even be the little fawns we saw with spots just last summer. They grow up quickly. Even faster than our children. Well, one of them's wandering off. I guess there's always one. Supposed to be herd animals, stay together. Now here comes a herd of deer. Guess they were never told not to poop where they eat. Actually, I think that's generally what they do. So that's 6 deer again. Well, you need to keep your eyes open. They're going to start trotting by after they wander to the north. The next deer, there they go. That was actually a little bit later. An hour later, the herd ran by. An hour after the herd ran by, a solitary deer. And then the herd is back. Is this the herd of 4? Is it different than the herd of 6? I think it's 2 different herds. Well, the indicated date is 12/11 at 5:48 p.m. when we see the 4 deer. That's, of course, is wrong, but it gives you a relative idea, one frame to the next. So here it is, 12/11 at 5:48. There's 4. They're all curious about something. And here it is a little later, and there's more than 4. Just 20 minutes later, there's at least 5, probably 6. So now we're back to 4 deer. Are there more? I just see 4. Now the setting sun. That's actually a good artistic type picture. But they don't stay there for long. Got half a field of snow, and at least one deer knows that you can play in the snow. The older buck looks at it and thinks it's crazy. Probably a little concerned for the younger deer. Why run in the snow when you have good grass and you got sticks? You got everything you need over here. And another deer runs right past the good grass. There's also another deer on the back side of the field. You can barely make it out there, but when it was moving you could see it. There it's moving a little bit. This might be the two bucks that travel together. Now down to the bottom of the hill. There are probably my tracks in the snow there. This goes back to the beginning of the 2-week period. That could be the fluffy deer we saw in the beginning of the first one there. We started with camera 6 this time. There was quite a bit of video with the foggy lens. I only included some of that where the deer gets kind of framed in amongst the foggy border. So you get the best parts. It sees the camera at night. It's kind of used to it. There's something in the background there. You can see the eyeball. There it is. And a few seconds of squirrel. You got good contrast. A nice dark squirrel. And here come the herd of 6. Some were walking behind where the camera used to be. Noticed I moved it a little bit. The deer had worn a rut in the ground along the hedgerow. Now, after a couple years of cameras in the area, the rut goes up the hill along the stone wall. So they do tend to avoid the camera. But not completely. Look at that, a raccoon running by. You don't really see him running like that very often. Now back in a little bit of snow, and the deer is a little bit confused. What do I do here? Doesn't see anything good to eat. But if you don't see anything right off, you just keep looking. There's got to be something out there. A lot of pine trees. The deer don't like to eat the pine trees. Not that it doesn't happen. Although the camera's on a pine tree, there is some brush around it. It's probably eating the brush. And always good to check the camera too. Give it a good sniff. Where the camera was before, we wouldn't have seen this deer wandering around looking so confused. Now, down to the backwoods. We used to get most of our best video down here, but there's some this time. Couple deer at night. So, in one of our longer videos, what's missing? Although snow is missing occasionally, the notable missing creatures are predators. No foxes this time. Been almost a month since we've seen a coyote video. It's been a long time since we've got video of the fisher. I don't know where the turkeys went. I can't say I've chased the coyotes off. Used to be 4 of them running by. Didn't see any of them this time. So they're working the ground in that area. There's not a lot on the ground right there. Nothing comes over and sits on the stump. Be sure and sniff the camera. While the deer needs to be sure to sniff the camera, you need to be sure to like and subscribe. Well, I can't say we're ending with the best perspective on deer, but we did see plenty of deer in this 2-week period. Be sure to come back for the next video. I don't know what we'll see. We always see something.